Today we're diving into the Olympics, so what are you waiting for? Grab your imaginary torch, put on your lucky shorts, and let's sprint into the world of gold medals, crazy events, and more unexpected twists than a gymnastics routine gone wrong. Imagine this, over 2,700 years ago in 776 BC, where sandals were considered high-tech footwear, the first Olympic Games kicked off in Olympia, Greece. These games weren't just for bragging rights though, they were a religious festival to honour Zeus, the king of the gods. Because nothing says I worship you like hurling a discus as far as you can. These athletes competed in events like running, long jump, discus throw, wrestling, and a race in armour called hoplitrodromos. Because what's a race without a little extra weight? Did you know that only Greek-speaking men could compete? And women, well, they couldn't even be in the audience. The games rolled on for about 1,000 years until Roman Emperor Theodosius decided in 393 AD that enough was enough. He banned them because they were too tied to those pesky old Greek gods. Fast forward to 1896, and along comes a Frenchman named Pierre de Coubertin, who thought, hey, let's bring back the Olympics. So they relaunched in Athens, Greece, because tradition, obviously. This time around, athletes from all over the world were invited, and, hold on to your togas, women were finally allowed to compete too. Progress! The modern games featured fresh events like cycling, swimming, and track and field, because nothing says modern like running in a straight line. Now, for the Olympic flame. The idea of keeping a flame burning throughout the games was borrowed by the ancient Olympics. Nowadays, the torch is lit in Greece and then passed around like a very expensive high-stakes game of hot potato until it reaches the host's country. Now, what about the Olympic rings? Those 5 interlocking rings represent the continents of Africa, the Americas, Asia, Europe, and Oceania. They symbolize unity, friendship, and occasionally some not-so-friendly competition. In 1924, the Winter Olympics made their debut, focusing on sports played on snow and ice, like skiing, ice skating, and ice hockey. The Paralympics kicked off in 1960, giving athletes with disabilities their own stage to show off their incredible skills. Held right after the Summer and Winter Olympics, these games proved that true champions can come in all shapes, sizes, and abilities. Starting in 2010, the Youth Olympics became the go-to event for young athletes aged between 14 to 18 to showcase their talents. Think of it as the Olympics' little sibling, but with just as much drama and twice the potential for TikTok fame. Every 4 years a new city is chosen to host the Olympics, turning it into a giant international party. It's a huge honour that requires years of preparation, mountains of money, and a whole lot of patience when construction delays. The Olympics are held every 4 years, alternating between summer and winter games every 2 years. That's just enough time for the athletes to recover and for the rest of us to forget the rules of half the sports. The Tokyo 2020 Olympics were the first to be postponed due to the 2021 COVID-19 pandemic. Now, for some funny facts about the Olympics. The 1904 Olympics were more of a comedy of errors than a marathon. One runner decided mid-place that apples were more appealing than the finish line, but they didn't sit well, so he took a nap on the side of the road. He still managed to finish 4th, proving that a well-timed nap might be the ultimate race strategy. Meanwhile, another crafty competitor hitched a ride in the car for part of the course, later claiming it was just a test to see if the officials were paying attention. Spoiler, they weren't. The 1900 Paris Olympics had an event called horse long jump, but there was just one tiny problem. They ran out of horses. So, what did they do? Naturally, they had the humans jump instead. Picture a bunch of confused athletes wondering why they'd signed up for a horse event and ended up competing in the world's weirdest track and field event. In the 1936 Berlin Olympics, Jesse Owens was asked to wear the official uniform shorts for his long jump event. He thought, no thanks, and wore his lucky shorts instead. 4 gold medals later, Owens proved that superstition beats fashion every time, and that his lucky shorts were more magical than the uniform could ever be. The 1984 Los Angeles Olympics introduced solo synchronized swimming, because what's more synchronized than competing all by yourself? The event was soon scrapped, but it remains one of the most confusing and entertaining moments in Olympic history. In the 1928 Amsterdam Olympics, one weightlifter enjoyed the pre-event buffet a little too much. He ate so much that he ended up moving up a weight class, which meant he had to compete against much heavier opponents. During the 1976 Montreal Olympics, the propane-fueled Olympic flame was extinguished by a heavy downpour. A quick-thinking official tried to relight it with, wait for it, a cigarette lighter. The official flame was later restored properly, but not before the lighter became an Olympic legend in its own right. At the 2012 London Olympics, one of the mascots, Wenlock, had a rather unique design, with a single all-seeing eye. People joked that Wenlock looked more like a surveillance camera on legs than a friendly mascot. This led to countless jokes about Big Brother watching the games. The Olympic Games are more than just sports. They're a global celebration of friendship, peace, and a chance for every athlete to chase their dreams of winning a gold medal, and then immediately biting it for the cameras. I hope you liked this video, and please don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it helps us a lot. Till next time, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day.